Are we on?
We are now.
Right. Get closer?
Yeah, closer.
Okay, sweet, let's go.
Alright, 3, 2, and 1.
1.
Welcome to this week's tournament edition with Glenn Pollett and Aaron
G'day
Macey.
Aaron, how are you mate? Welcome to the show mate. I always welcome the guests.
You always welcome the guests?
Fucking hell, talk about move straight in. How's everyone out there? How you going? Looking forward to the tournament? I bet you are.
How long, this is meant to be a week-to-week thing. How long until you drown me?
A week to week what show?
Yeah, we're doing this week-to-week now.
What, tournament talk?
Yeah, tournament talk.
Well, I don't even need to do it week to week. By the time I'm finished with this show, I won't have much more to say.
Alright. Well, sorry partners, it was meant to be week-to-week, but please can that.
No, I won't can it. Because we've all got to improve our tournament play. It's a new thing to me, and it's an exciting thing, and especially this week being 100,000 put up by Top Better, which is a lot of money. That's your phone, Aaron. We're like, you know,
yeah,
we're filming, mate. Like, can you get the broads not to text?
A little bit wet behind the ears, as you would say.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
You're the best, Aaron. You've come a long way in a short time. You talk to anybody in the race. How do you do it? Just go and just put the spiel on them?
Yeah, something like that.
How you going, mate? Aaron Macey, Punisher.
Just think of it as flirting.
Do you say Top Better or Punisher?
Punisher, because it's connected to you.
Me giving you green lights in life. Anyway, look, it's $50,000 guaranteed first prize. Now, 50 grand, someone's going to win 50 grand. That is going to change your life a little bit. In the eastern suburbs, probably get you a deposit on a letterbox.
Yeah, something like that.
In the old days, you used to get your deposit on the house. 50 grand.
And
it's still a lot of money though. A lot of cash.
It's a good gig. It's something that you can have on the last.
And the most beautiful thing for anyone out there, goes straight into your Top Better account, which is a beautiful thing. Get another, then contact them at Top Better. Get a shifty, another bank account out wide. Please don't tell the missus. Fucking don't ruin your life and tell her. Don't even just go, oh yeah, no good here, love.
Now that's the advice. Would Anna know if you won?
Yeah, she plays better than me, doesn't
So also why?
No, the key is I wouldn't know if she won.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. It all works out.
That's true.
See, it's all.
It just balances.
Everything balances out. But to all you other general punting public, or little battlers, or desperates and sickos, and don't tell your missus. No way, no.
Alright, so this week it's a 200 buy-in.
It is a 200 buy-in. We've already got 100 people in the tournament, courtesy of last week, which was again great from Top Better. That was a great idea last week. I finished 93rd last week, just snuck in there.
93rd, top 100.
Got the free ticket.
You got the free ticket?
Yeah.
Have you gone close whilst I was away in America, holiday?
No, well I played last week. I played the week before. I was in the top 3 for a while, but then I had a real shot at the stumps. And that's what I want to talk about today is how do you, like, if you're in the Top Better tournament, I'm not saying you're Joe Average as a punter, because Joe Average is your bloke hanging out for Saturdays, picking up the form guide Saturday morning. That's your Joe Average. You're a bit more advanced than Joe Average. Yeah. But basically still you're up against hard and seasoned pros. How are you going to win the tournament? How are you going to finish up there? And that's what this show's about today. I'm going to give you all my thoughts and guts, which is going to work against me, but that's what this site's about. Trying to get cash in the punter's kicks.
And what?
I might give someone advice. They might buy me a Pepsi or something.
They might buy a Pepsi?
If they win the tournament.
Free lunch? That's good.
Just a Pepsi would be nice.
Pepsi's good?
Well, the track, it's about $18.50 for a Pepsi. It's quite a big sling. Fucking
it's
track.
A huge sling next
Fucking track.
It's a huge sling.
Where are we going? How are we going to talk about that first, or what are we going to talk about?
Yeah, I think we can go straight into that.
Well, the punters, look, you're in the tournament, you're excited, you're getting ready for this weekend, you're going to do your form for all the 4 different states, and you're going to work out your selections. And look, the first bit of advice I can give you is you have to see over the 35 years at the track, and I'm still there after 35 years now. In life, first to admit, I'm not in a great financial position, but I'm still there. And the thing that's kept me there all these years is knowing to acknowledge my inner psychopath. Now,
I love that.
You're a fuckwit, Aaron. Just shut the fuck up when I'm talking truth. The problem with, look, they come and go at the track. They come out and they go, oh, this kid's a genius. And, you know, oh, he's got this mark 13 to 4, oh, he can do this, and he knows that, and oh, look how that won. But can he, with the gun at your head, can he put the money on? And that's the other side of punting. Have you got the ability to have no respect at all for wagering in any form and find your inner psychopath? Now, my reputation is in and out of play big time, and been out of play for a long time as far as being a big player. But do I still have that inner psychopath? I'm not sure if I've still got it myself, because maybe age deteriorates your mind. But what I'm saying to you punters out there is, you're in the tournament. Now, what is the starting stake? Is it 20,000 better bucks? Or
I believe it's 20.
So it's 20,000 better bucks. So when you log on Saturday, don't think you've got 20,000. You are betting with $200. Don't think, oh, I've got to be careful. Oh, this is a lot of money. Oh, I had 11,000 on that winner at $5. Oh, I'm a big shot. You're an amateur, and you are now stepping into a world where the blokes that are going to win are going to play, and they're going to go hard. And that's how you have to be. You have to find your inner psychopath.
Inner Psychopath by Glenn Pollett.
You've got to find it. It's your just complete ability to not give a fuck. Like when the bloke got hit by a motorbike recently and I drove around him. I never ran over him. Yeah, I drove around him. People were running from everywhere. And a bloke looked at me because I had my window up. He said, "Are you kidding?" I said, "I never ran over him. But I've got to go to the races. Because I don't give a fuck that he's on the road." You're inner psychopath.
You need the inner psychopath.
You've got to have it. Has that emotion. See, that's why I get dirty when you cheer. What's that all about?
Because you get excited. It's all about having... You don't want to lose the love of the game.
If you're going to get excited, Aaron, you won't last.
Yeah, I don't
You've got to find that, you know...
I think I've had one too many seconds. I've lost that excitement a little bit of late.
You've got to lose that.
You've got to lose
it's just a complete beast. You have no control over. It's going to shove it straight up your... more times than you care to imagine. And you've got to learn to sit back and enjoy the pain.
Now, going back to the tournaments, do you think...
I'm talking about the tournaments.
I know, but my point is, with the tournaments, do you think that, and this comes to your inner psychopath, do you think more and more people have started to realise this as it takes a little bit more to win from when I think we initially started?
I think originally we had a lot of people in there. Now, that's the other thing. You've got to acknowledge the fact that you want to win the 50,000 and really go for it, or do you want to just chip along and edge and climb and grind and get yourself in a position, because there's going to be another 50,000 between second and let's say 25th. I'm not sure exactly the spread, but it's going to be a considerable amount of money. I'm sure it'll be like 12,000 or 10,000 for second, and there's going to be 6 or 7, whatever it is. But that's considerable money too.
Oh, it's very good money.
And there's going to be a lot of people like moi who are either going to win or I'm going to be out.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of play. I'm probably strategised myself for a couple of rebuys. I think you can. I don't know.
It's up to 5 max rebuys.
I'm tipping I'll only be up to about 2 because I'm not going that good.
Yeah.
And if I haven't got a good lead early, I know how I want to play it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of players going to play it like me, and they're going to go for it, and they're going to be out.
Yes.
So do you want to grind away and chip away? Which way? You've got to first of all acknowledge which way you play. I'm here to play to win the tournament because I need 50,000 and it's going to change my life. I'm going to hide it from the missiles. I'm going to go to card games, brothels and drink, and she'll never know.
Can I come?
You'd like all that. I wouldn't even know what to do at a brothel. I'd give a chick 500 and give her and have a cup of tea with her. I'm a fucking idiot. But that's my problems. Or do you grind away and try and get 6,000 or 7,000 or 5,000? Because that's also a lot of money, and that can change your life. And you're in the tournament with a free ticket anyway from last week.
Oh, of course, and it's not always easy to turn 200 into 6,000 at the track, is it?
It's a very hard thing to do. But with a top deadlift tournament, it's not that hard to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got to acknowledge, what are you doing? You're going to go for the win, which I think is going to be the way all the pros are going to play it.
Yeah.
And so all the pros will be going for the win, and let's say, of the rest of you, maybe, I'd say 20%.
20%, yeah.
And there's 80% of you going to just chip away and grind and accept the fact that maybe if you back a stack of winners on the day, you might win, but no matter what happens, you're going to finish in the money, which is also very important because, you know, to a lot of people out there, $2,000 is a lot of money. To me, $2,000 is a lot of money, but then I don't know, what am I going to do? It just fucking chuck on something. I'm just like, got massive issues, Aaron.
Yes.
Created by going the races and then younger people like you coming through, which makes me do my head in. I'm
sorry about that, Glenn.
Thanks, Aaron.
You're welcome. Would you advise betting in all states, or do you just stick to the one state? I think
as a strategy, and as a strategy going forward, I think you've got to do the form, and you've got to have a look at all the states, and well, certainly the 3 out of the 4. I probably tend to. I've got no idea what's going on in Adelaide. I wouldn't know. Melbourne and Brisbane, a little bit of an idea because they're similar type of horses, and you get the odd Sydney horses going up and back. And of course, I'll be specialising in Sydney with my Mounting Yard Mail, hoping to find my big edge there. But I think during the day, you've got to really look hard for 3 or 4 horses in that 7 to 10 to 1 range, that if you are winning a few bob, you can say, right, this is the horse I like on the day.
Yep.
I've turned my 20,000 better bucks. See, what you got to understand out there is, You might be on 200,000 and you're sitting up there in second spot. Oh, this is great. But there might be 50 people on 20,000 with one round to go.
Yeah.
And they're not in the money, and they're going to have their 20,000 on something.
Well,
all of a sudden, out of that one round to go, which is 4 stays, $15.50 pops up and lobs. I'll bet you, old mate down here, someone's going to have 20 on it. They'll put their bank on it. Someone will find it. Next thing, they're leader.
Never leader.
A friend of mine a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago now, centre pivot won the last race.
Yes.
It paid about $10.90. Shin rode it. Looked to have a great chance. They were just sitting there, minding their business, picking their nose, going to win $4.75 with their 23,000 better bucks, and when 23,000 better bucks, bang, centre pivot the win, won the tournament.
Won the tournament.
And that can happen. So if you've got the lead, or you're in the top 3 or 4, you're still basically a retard. It doesn't mean anything. You could finish 11th. If you're still on your hands, you can finish 11th.
You've really got to cover your bases in that.
You've got to work out. Glenn Pollett told me to be an inner psychopath, and I believe it, and I've got to have a go. You've got to have a go, and you've got to keep going. The only other advice I can give, if you do get into a big position, and I've done a bit of study of all the players that have played, and they're quite right. If they get to 100,000 or they get to 150,000, and there's a dickie in later in the day, it's a $1.80 chance, and it's immoral. Well, often a lot of these, and this is another thing, a lot of these things that pay $1.80, they'll pay $1.80, $1.80, $1.90. We see it all the time. $1.80, $1.90, $1.90. But then the place dividend, which can sometimes be quite obscure, to pay $1.20, $1.10, $1.40. And so sometimes maybe if you've got a couple 100,000, it's an even chance, put the whole couple 100,000 on a place, and you'll build your bank by 80,000 because of the weird dividend for third, which can sometimes be very variable. Would you agree?
I would agree. That's a good little insight there.
Another little insight, another little trick to the trade, another thing the pros will be using. Because once they get into a big position, they'll want to keep incrementing by 50s and 80,000s, just using their chips. And if it happens to miss a place, well, you know, what did that Black Schiller say 30 years ago? You were born. Tough titties.
Tough titties.
You ever remember that? That's current affair.
I do know Tough Titties.
Yeah, the bug one. She was the secretary to the bug one, some bloke. And they asked her a tricky question, she went, tough titties. It's a very great saying. And that's how you have to handle your loss, tough titties. So, you know, work out what you want to do. That's the most important thing. Work out you want to win the 50,000 and really go for it and change your life. Or are you a grinder that is just loving the thought of picking up 4,500? Either way, for $200, there's so much excitement. And all the people that have won a ticket, or you've... And I know...
You still can win a ticket. There's chances to jackpot all week. You can go in the tournaments today, and I think Thursday and Friday you can also jackpot into the tournament.
Well, how fantastic is that? And I didn't even know about that. If you are in the tournament, like there's 128 of us at the moment in the tournament, and you can scrape up another $200, and I know $200 is a lot of money to a lot of people, I understand all that, I really do. If you give yourself a chance at maybe one rebuy, I think the value's there that you've got to kind of do your best to have another have a reload, because it's a lot of money. It's a real opportunity, and you think about $100,000. Top Better won't be collecting $100,000. They hope to, but they're good people that are probably going to throw in $20,000 or $30,000. So we're collecting $100,000, and there's $70,000 worth of players in there. So you know, you don't find the TAB putting in 70,000 and giving back 100,000. They put in 70,000 and want to distribute 42,500 back because of what they take out. So it's great. It's a great opportunity, and I'm tipping it to everybody. All my friends, people aren't even racing. I'm saying, look, get yourself a Top Better account, get involved. But if you're going to get involved, you've got to go hard.
And you have to have a go.
You've got to have a go. If you're going to get there with your 20,000 and have 800 on this and 400 on this and thing, look, you know, just book yourself in for a life of mediocrity, missionary sex, and boring cinema once a month, because fucking that's where you are. If you want to be a player, this makes you be a player, and I'm tipping it to you. And it's a great experience. And like I said, if it doesn't work out and you can't afford to rebuy, at least you had to go.
So last two things. In a psycho, and you're playing with 200, not 20,000. They're the key points.
That massive key point is don't worry about the better bucks. Yes, it looks exciting. You have 17,000 on a winner at $11, but you're not really having 17,000 on. Very few people in Australia can have $17,000 on an $11 chance.
And where do you get on to do that?
And how do you? In the old days, you know, it's a change game. But this is a chance to play big, and then you know, and don't forget that if you do finish with somebody, try and think about the $250,000 thing at the championships, which is going to be another huge tournament. It's only a couple of months away. It's going to be amazing.
I think it's just building up the practice to getting into it, getting used to it, because I think it will head up when you are playing.
We're all on boogie boards at the moment, but we're looking for 7-foot long boards and heading to Hawaii. You'd be good in Hawaii. I can see you taking off a big wave. Fuck, I'd cheer you to crash.
Thanks, man.
Anyway, that's the top better advice, and good luck and good punting.
And we might see next week, we might not. We'll just see what Glenn's doing.
Yeah, we might.
We might. All right, thank you, Glenn.
Oh, you're a good man, Aaron. You're a good man. Are you coming out today? Cheers, Rosehill.
We'll just see.
All right.